Hello guys, and welcome back to a new video. And in this video I'm going to cover how to solve one-step subtraction inequalities. When we solve inequalities, we want to isolate the variable, get it by itself on one side of the inequality. We do that by using the inverse operation, or opposite operation. Basically, we use an inverse operation to undo any operation, to undo another operation. And this will isolate the variable. So this is just like when we solve equations. Let's jump into number 1 where we have x minus 6 is less than or equal to 4. Well, to do this, we are going to use the opposite or inverse operation we were given. So we are going to add 6. So add 6 like this. Well, minus 6 plus 6 cancel each other out, so we are just left with our variable. Now, of course, we are going to add 6 to this side also. So 4 plus 6 equals 10. 10 plus 6 equals 10. So our variable has to have a value of 10 or below. As you guys can see here, x is less than or equal to 10. So we can check this by plugging anything from 10 or below in to our variable. So let's say we're going to do 7. So let's plug 7 in. We do 7 minus 6, which equals 1. And as you guys can see, it is below the 4. And of course, our final answer has to be below or equal to 4. So anything which is 10 or below 10 will be the correct answer. So now let's go over to our second example. For our second example, we have y minus 9 is larger or is greater than 3. Well, so our answer of this two has to be greater than 3. So we can do this again by first isolating our variable. So we're going to add 9 on both sides. So minus 9 plus 9 cancels each other out, so we are just left with our variable. Y is greater than 3 plus 9. 3 plus 9 equals 12. So our y has to be greater than 12. So let's plug something in. So let's do 13. 13 minus 9 will equal 4. And as you guys can see, it is still greater than a 3. But let's say we did a 12 instead of a 13. 12 minus 9 will equal 3. But that's not correct because we need a number larger than 3. As you can see here, we need the variable value to be larger than 12. So this tells us that the answer is correct. Now let's go over to our third example. For our third example, we have minus 8 is larger than or equal to p minus 5. It is basically the same thing, but it's just turned around. So we're gonna isolate the variable by adding 5 on both sides. Plus 5 and plus 5. So we are just left with our p. So p, you can write it down both ways. It really doesn't matter, just if you had the correct answer. So minus 8 plus 5 equals minus 3. So minus 3 is greater than or equal to p. But also you can just write it like this. It really doesn't matter which way you write it, just if you got the correct answer. So we can plug this in by giving the value of the p minus 3 or greater than minus 3. So we can plug this in right here. Let's do minus 3. So minus 3 minus 5 will equal minus 8. So this tells us that our answer is correct. Now let's go over to our last example. We have m minus 12 is less than minus 7. So again, we're isolating the variable first. So we're going to add 12 to both sides. So minus 12 plus 12 will cancel each other out, so we're just left with our variable. So m is less than minus 7 plus 12. Minus 7 plus 12 will equal 5. So this will be our final answer. Again, we can check this by plugging something in. So we have to give the m a value below 5. So let's give it the value of, let's say, 4. If you do 4 minus 12, you will have minus 6. So that will be the correct answer of our final example. And this was basically the video, guys. I hope you guys understood the video on how to do one-step subtraction inequalities. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy the video, leave a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, leave a question in the comments. And this was Mr. Mathz, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.